Alright, it's the Vila special. You guys won't believe how much this engine's life was shortened because it only has 368 hours on it. Isn't that just grand? Anyway, I'm gonna start picking, poking, prodding, pulling, and get this engine off. Get the other engine on. Got to do a considerable amount of wiring on this one because we've got the same kind of plug-in that we had with the Cub Cadet, which stands to reason. I'm not sure what kind of wiring harness this one has. I can't see it. See if I can get around to the back side here. See, that figures that one would be a plug and play. Another one of those days, everybody trying to get their digs in on Friday. Okay, we'll come around here and we'll take a look at the wiring on this guy, because this is the one that I want to put in there. Okay, right here we have battery plus and charge, 2 wires. This is for the starter solenoid, and this should be starter solenoid, fuel solenoid, and ignition kill. Yeah, so it'll be easy enough to rewire. It's just not going to have the same pigtail. That's going to be the only difference. So not that big a deal. I'll tell you, allergies suck. So all I'm going to have to do is just put butt connectors, and I left plenty of wire on these, and I did that on purpose when I took this engine out of the mower that it was in. So easy peasy. It's same number of wires, just 2 connectors instead of 1 connector. So it won't be that big deal. Anyway, I hate turning people down, but I got the schedule I got to keep. And it's not going to get done if I don't get this engine out of here. So without any further ado, let the time lapse commence. Alright, should be loose and ready to pluck on out of there. Fortunately, everything came apart easy because there's tons of oil, grease, and grime all over everywhere. There we go. Make sure everything is disconnected. Yep. Got to support my back. Just as few hours as are on that. That's just, it just started blowing oil out of every orifice that it has. One head gasket on one, no compression on the other. I don't know if it's a connecting rod or what, but that engine has seen better days. Now I get to go through the fun task of just cleaning all of this mess up. And once I get everything cleaned up, we can set the other engine in, wire it up, get the fuel line to it, and let it go. It's been a busy week, but it's been a very productive week at the same time. So you guys don't need to see me clean it up. I'll just pop the camera back on when I'm done cleaning. Hang on. Alright, we're all cleaned up. It's about 5 pounds of crap scraped off of it. Still got these two to clean up a little bit before I put those back on. They're both just heat shields. One's for the muffler and one goes in front of the engine to keep the heat off the engine from the muffler. But that's ready to plop down in there. And we'll plop it in. I'll lift it up. I'll have to scrape some of the bottom off. Maybe I'll do that first. It's even more of a mess underneath than it was on top. But then we'll stick that in. Same muffler, same exhaust, all that, everything's the same. The only difference is this one has one more horsepower. Whether it does or not, who knows. All right, look at the model number here, 407577, and here we are, 407777. So you figure it out. It's just a Sears thing, I think. But anyway, I'm gonna get it up in the air, clean the underneath side, so I'm not having to deal with that while I'm putting everything back together. But it's, you know, direct bolt in, you know, direct drive belt put on, direct clutch put on, electric clutch, direct, everything's just direct muffler. Everything will just bolt right up and in. The only thing we'll have to do is alter the wiring harness on the tractor, excuse me, mower. I know Sears like to call them lawn tractors, but sorry Sears, they're not. It's just adapt the wiring of the mower to that engine's wiring. That's why I left all the pigtails and cut all the connectors so that I would be able to do that. So next time you see it, the engine will be sitting in place and we'll get started on the wiring. We'll go through that. Hey Zippo, I have an idea. Why don't you check the crankshaft on that before you get it all bolted in nice and tight? No, that's all right. Well, Zippo, you should have, because that pulley's got to come off. Arg. Okay. I just had to share that. That's funny to me. Alright, let's get up close and personal. I slit the pulley as much as I could, and after slitting the pulley, I heated it up. Well, first I used my air chisel to open it up a little bit, which I did manage to do. And then I shot a bunch of PV blaster in it, and then I heated it up. Not a lot, because I didn't want to destroy the seal in the block. So heated it up and just put this back on the way I had it before, only I turned the bearing separators over so that the flat side was facing away from the engine. And now it's walking itself off. So let's finish taking that sucker off of there. Get this out. And I think I need to put something there. Hang on, I'm trying to wash it. I know you're thinking a washer, that's not going to be tough enough. Wait till you see the washer I'm going to get. Let me make sure this diameter's small enough. Yep. Okay. It's not, it's a spacer. Let's get going forward again. Whoop, back up a little. A little too ambitious. Try again. Nice and slow. Easy. There we go. Okay. I've got that wedged in there. 6 one, half dozen of another. I'm just batting 50. Didn't even make it to batting 100. Get that out of there. Isn't this fun? I love it when a plan doesn't come together. There we go. See if I can get that out of there altogether. That pulley's fighting it all the way. It's like, no, I don't want to go. Well, newsflash. Yeah, I have to. There we go. Alright. So what do we use next? Don't want to do any damage there. Wonder if I can just run the bolt in. Want me to try that? Just run the bolt in, and we'll go against the bolt. That's a really long one. I need a short one. Hang on, folks. Gotta chase down a bolt. Need a little one. There we go. Alright. Get in there. What is that? 11/16? No, it's not. It's 5/8. Well, there's proof positive we didn't hurt the threads. There's thread lock on this bolt, so that's enough engagement. See if we can walk it the rest of the way off of there. Get everything out of here that's going to fall off. Okay. Finery. Good night. I go. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. Okay. Well, the pulley is finally off. And that's a mess I'll clean up in a little bit. I gotta clean the shaft. None of that saying that's what she said. Don't do it. Don't do it. Video will get demonetized. There's a little bit of thread lock on that bolt. Okay, we got that. I'm gonna clean the shaft. Then we can put the engine back in the Vila Special.